It is the holidays, and in the spirit of the holidays, we're gonna honor some hometown heroes. This next guest is just that, a truly remarkable story. This is her story.
This all began 9 years ago when I was at the U.S. Post Office, and I found a letter on the floor, and it said, "To Santa Claus." It was addressed to the North Pole. So I picked it up, and I started thinking, where do all the letters go that kids write to Santa Claus? And they said, well, all the letters go to the North Pole facility in South Central Los Angeles. We receive about 4,000 letters a day. She said, oh, come on down. And there were thousands and thousands of letters. I actually saw this one letter, and it was really sparkly. It had reindeers on it, and I opened up the letter, and it said, "Dear Santa Claus, can you please bring us some food? We're hungry." And I pick up the next letter, "Dear Santa Claus, I am getting bullied at school just because I have holes in my clothes." The next letter, "Can you please bring us a blanket because we sleep on the floor and it gets really cold at night." Children asking to pay their light bill, on the verge of being homeless, of being evicted, that are starving. And I said, what happens with all these letters? And she says, honey, this is the shredding facility. All these children's dreams are gonna be shredded. I was completely shocked. Thousands of kids that are desperately crying for help really struck a chord with me, because a year and a half before that, I was hit by a drunk driver. This car was coming towards me, there was this big explosion. And I remember I just went somewhere else. And I hear this voice almost coming from inside me, and it says, we're all here to evolve. And so we evolve through giving. When you have a near-death experience, you start thinking, you know, why are we here? So I looked at all the letters, and I knew that my mission was to reach out to people who are crying for help and nobody hears them. I ended up taking 2,000 letters. I put everything out on an email, sent it out, and said, who wants to adopt this letter? The email ended up in China, in Russia, in London. Within 3 weeks, I received like 3 truckloads of gifts from people from all over the world. It was magical. You'll be surprised how many kids don't have Christmases. The look on their face, and these kids are mesmerized. The first Christmas, I adopted 1,700 kids, and by the end of the year, we reached 14,000 kids. I was so angry at that accident, but when I look at it now, I just think, oh my God, I found my true purpose in life.
Kimberly joins us, and at this stage of the game, how many kids has your foundation helped out?
Up to date, I have adopted about 40,000 letters.
Wow.
Yeah.
Dr. Berman was blessed to spend some time with Kimberly, and after the break, we're gonna get to see the first of the adopt-a-letters fulfilled wishes, and Dr. Berman, of course, was there for all the surprises.